Uganda's economy continues to thrive year to year with a number of sectors such as agriculture, energy and others in the country willing to make it stronger economically, not only in East Africa, but also Africa as a whole, with an increase in the GDP being expected in the fiscal year 2023-2024 to be 6%. Uganda continues to show extravagance with a number of mega projects. The Pearl of Africa is willing to come up with from 2023 through 2018 up to 2030. In this video, a look at these projects, putting Uganda in the race with other East African countries such as Kenya, Tanzania and others, is the main focus. Kampala flyover project. With the sections on the road being not fully opened, the first phase of the project has seen a number of diversions made in order to ease traffic, which would have been extreme due to works on the project. Diversions such as traffic from the city centre through the Clock Tower Junction, Tanzambia traffic from Goba Road to Mukwano now temporarily using the underpass section of the new road along the Villa Park area. Another diversion being traffic from Mukwano Road, using the overpass section of the new road to proceed to Clock Tower and Goba Road, with other sections being temporarily closed. The project's first phase is almost complete with few accomplishments needed and waiting to start. On the second phase of this project, which will be on Ginger Road near Centenary Park, on Wampowo roundabout, with a cost of 224 billion Ugandan shillings being expected to be injected in the first phase. The phase will stretch from Clock Tower through Zambia Junction to Mukwano Road, with the funds obtained from Japan International Cooperation Agency, or simply JICA, with the second phase being expected to cost a whopping 659 billion Ugandan shillings. The whole project, when completed, will ease heavy traffic jam and flooding at the Clock Tower area. Telenga oil plant project. With expectations of obtaining oil from this plant being in 2025. This project will be one of the mega projects, putting a wide smile on Ugandans' faces. Location of this project being Buliisa and Moya districts found in the oil fields of Lake Albert in the western part of Uganda. The project's final investment decision, which was approved in 2022, will be a whopping $4 billion. Being owned by Total Energies, China National Oil Corporation Limited, Uganda National Oil Company and Energy Asia. The project at its peak production will have a capacity of 190,000 barrels per day, crude oil and condensate. The project will also include the controversial pipeline, known as the East African Crude Oil Pipeline, which has received a lot of criticism from inside and outside Uganda due to allegations of corruption in the government of Uganda. The $3.5 billion pipeline will be able to carry over 246,000 barrels per day of petroleum to the Tanzanian port of Tonga for export to international markets. Kabaale International Airport project. Being constructed by Israeli firms, Shekin and Binui International plus a British firm, Colors Limited. This project being influenced by the Telenga oil plant. The project's completion is expected at the end of 2023. The project finances a UKEF and Standard Chartered Bank and will consist of a 3,500 meters long, 45 meters width with shoulders of 15 meters each side runway, a platform of 75 square meters ready to receive for Antonov's 124 or Boeing 747-8 cargo terminal, airport rescue and firefighting, building, accommodation block with 30 double to bedroom houses and 6 single 3-bedroom houses, fuel farm, airport ground lights, mobile air traffic control tower, access roads and parking plus power and water supply. Nakivubo Stadium Reconstruction Project. This $49 million project, which has suffered criticism from football lovers in Uganda, hoping that it will never be reconstructed, but rather being removed from their eyes forever, is finally taking beautiful shape, which is a good symbol for Ugandans who have a lot of emotional memories about this stadium. Having a capacity of 35,000, after completion this year of 2023, the stadium will have a gym, medical facility, and others, which will make this stadium a super modern sports complex, distinguishing it from the one Ugandans used to know, with then being able to host volleyball, athletics, boxing games, and so on, with the owner of the project being Hamis Kigandu, one of the richest men in Uganda. Ugandans now have reason to sit down and relax. Namboole Stadium Rehabilitation Project. Due to lack of standards, which care for a body which governs African football needs, for a stadium to be recognized on the continent with facilities such as green playing surface, decent changing rooms, a modern LED scoreboard, floodlights, pavilion and media center, with an all-seater capacity, the government of Uganda had to immediately inject money into the renovation of this stadium, which is also known as Mandela National Stadium, with jaw-dropping 97 billion Ugandan shillings injected into this 45,200 to capacity stadium. It will be finished at the end of 2023. Pearl Business Park Project. This 18-acre mixed-use facility, which is owned by Sudi Rurupa Ralia, one of the richest, if not the richest one in Uganda on #1 spot, is one of the projects which will give Kampala an executive look when complete. This multi-million $ project is being built in phases 1 and 2, with the first including office spaces, 16 rentable floors, 2 floors for parking, with 27,240 square kilometers of built-up area. This facility, after its completion in 2026, will include a 5-star hotel, a shopping mall, a modern hospital, plus equipping the facility with upgrades such as fully automated fire detection system on all floors, with over 170 CCTV cameras, Wi-Fi, among others. Haruna Towers Project. Being owned by Haruna Sentongo, one of most established businessmen in Kampala, the capital of Uganda. This project of a 16-floor high-rise building will be located in Nakasero in Kampala, using Damco, a South African construction company, together with Roco Construction Company as the contractors for this project. A sum of $62 million is expected to be invested into this magnificent building, which will consist of first 10 floors as office blocks, plus the last 6 floors used as residentials. This project's completion is expected to be 2025, if all go as planned. Namugoga Solar Power Station Project. This announced solar project will be a 50 megawatts solar power station, which will be located in Wakiso district, one of the major districts in Uganda, where the Entebbe airport is also located, being expected to be developed in a single phase. The project is under the ownership of Solar Energy for Africa and Non-Ovo Energy Incorporated. After its completion in 2025, if all go as planned, this solar farm will have costed over $77.5 million. Amea West Nile Solar PV Park Project. Location of this project being Western Uganda. It is a project currently in a finance stage and is expected to be completed in 2024. Being developed and owned by Amea Power LLC. The power generated from this plant will be sold to Uganda Electricity Transmission Company. Under a power purchase agreement, after its completion, the project will have costed over $15.5 million. Kampala-Malaba Standard Gauge Railway Project. After changing construction tenders from Chinese construction company, China Harbour and Engineering Limited to a Turkish company known as Yapı Merkezi to undertake the construction of the first phase of the project. This standard gauge railway project had suffered a number of both financial and implementation setbacks due to China's Exim Bank not willing to finance the project. Yapı Merkezi is set to construct the 273-kilometer section from Malaba to Kampala at $2.2 billion, which is part of the total $7.7 billion, covering 513 kilometers of the whole project.